the place for comic book and anime reviews.
Hey there you guys, welcome to Brevin Campbell 12's YouTube channel, page for all your comic book anime reviews. And today I got my review of Captain America issue 695. I kept it on this bag and board. It was one of these few comics I decided to go ahead and buy a bag and board for because I was so hyped for this issue. I was so hyped to kind of read it and see what it was going to be like. And let's see how good it actually was. So I'll take it out the bag and board now. Slowly taking it out. Look at the little cover art we got for it. Very old school, very old timey. We got like the old Captain America little thing symbol right here with the 695 in big letters. It's kind of weird to be going back to such big numbers at Marvel now. Kind of weird, but it's also kind of nice. I kind of like it. It also just makes it easier when you're looking up for covers for like your thumbnails a lot too. Because usually when I look up for thumbnails, I'll have to put in the issue number, then the year it came out. Now I just gotta put in the issue number on pretty much good, and it pretty much will come up automatically, which is nice. I like that quite a bit. And it makes the read a lot more enjoyable as well, and finding it a lot more easier as well. So what happens here in this issue? It's a pretty simple story. We get a little rundown of everything happening in Secret Empire at the first page. Talking about an evil version of Captain America led the world to the brink of destruction. The original Captain America returned in time to stop him, but the dark legacy of Secret Empire lingers on. A truth told by no other than Steve Rogers himself. Can Steve find his place in a world that has been made to fear Captain America? And of course, the writing is done by Mark Waid, with Chris Samney helping out, and Chris Samney also helped out with the artwork for this issue, and along with Matthew Wilson. So this actually was a joint job, you guys. This actually was not just written by Mark Waid by himself. This was also worked on by Chris Samney, who helped write this issue, and probably gonna help write the entire series, hopefully as well, because this was pretty interesting. It was pretty interesting. We get like a little look back into Steve Rogers' past. We see what he was like as years went by. We see like classic Captain America coming back in his beautiful artwork, as he's taking down these white supremacist type characters who are called like extremists or something like that. Ravager, I'm not sure what the name of them was, but we see him fighting them back at the beginning of the issue in like this little flashback scene, which was pretty good. And we see this little girl who kind of like stops, going to protect Captain America, but of course Captain America doesn't like that. He tries to like save her before he tries to like get hurt, and you see her putting like him putting like the little flag around her, which was really nice and really cute and everything. And we then go back to the present, where we see Captain America going on his little road trip, and he goes to this place called Captain America, Nebraska, where they're having this big festival in honor of Captain America. And all these people are like cheering his name, and they're all telling these stories about what Captain America means to them. And then we see, you know, this extremist group who were in the flashback kind of come back, and saying that they're looking for Captain America, and Captain America reveals that he knew they were going to be coming at some point. That's why he kind of like already had his Captain America suit under him already. He was already ready to go. He's ready to kind of come in and stop them from attacking, and you see him like beat these guys up and punch them in the face. It was great. It's just a lot of great stuff, a lot of great arcs. And we get like all these nice little speech by Captain America, and then he leaves at the very end of the issue, and we get this like little word from Mark Waid about what Cap means to him and what made him want to write this story for. It's just a really, really nice way of doing things. And of course with the primer pages as well, which goes along and gives Cap's origin and everything else. And it was a really great way of, like, honoring Captain America. It was a great story for the classic Captain America fans. Few things here with this issue I want to talk about, though. Firstly, this issue, again, it was a classic Captain America issue. It really took Captain America back to basics after Secret Empire. After all the things that happened, him saying Captain America going evil, and him fighting an evil version of himself, and all that stuff that happened throughout the issue of Secret Empire, it was a nice kind of cleanser to kind of get Captain America back to, just being Captain America again. But there's a few interesting things that a lot of you have brought up about the issue of Captain America. One of those being the fact that it doesn't really talk that much about Secret Empire in itself. You don't feel like the weight of Secret Empire in this issue, mostly because Mark Waid he doesn't dispel it. It's still going to have to come up. I do believe that eventually this book will have to address the abyss of Secret Empire. Like, you can't run away from it. But it was an interesting way of kind of like cleansing us for OG Cap fans, to kind of get like a cleanse, to get this one. Basically, this basically was a one shot in many ways. It was, a lot of people call it issue 0 if it was. I mean, obviously it's not issue 0. It has 695 on it, but it basically was issue 0. It was a one-shot storyline. It was saying you don't have to come back after this, pretty much. It even has the end title card at the very end of the issue. It pretty much says, like, the end at the very end of the issue. Let me see. When we get like the end title card at the very end. So you really don't have to come back if you don't want to come back onto this series. It just was a way of saying, this is going to be a classic Cap book. Maybe we'll eventually get back to stuff in Secret Empire more and more as it goes on. But for right now, this is going to be a classic Cap book. For right now. And I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing so much. I don't think we've had a lot of runs with Captain America before this. I mean, there was the Ed Brubaker run, which I have read a little bit of. And I saw how, like, that was a very complex Captain America book. So was Rick Remender's run. And of course, Nick Spencer, which was the most complex out of all the Cap runs. And the most deep and the most political of all the Cap runs. And this was a way to, like, through all of that, after Ed Brubaker, after Rick Remender, after Nick Spencer, we're just going to go right back to a classic Captain America story. And that's what this was. This was really was. It felt classic, it felt old-timey. And it was a really nice storyline. It was a really nice, cleanser of the Secret Empire. And it was a great way of, like, getting old school Cap fans to kind of come back. And if you're not a Captain America fan, you don't have to read another issue of this. And that was great about it. That was what makes it really work by itself, is that it's just a standalone issue in many ways. So, there are a few things I would also want to say, though, about it beyond the Secret Empire whole deal. And we also got Falcon #1 as well. And I just want to kind of bring it up a little bit because, it's really hard not to, because, Cap and Falcon have been, attached to each other for so long. And it's just interesting because, Falcon was kind of the hero of Secret Empire in many ways. And, I went back, you go back and read the Falcon book, and, you see Sam Wilson's kind of still getting beat up about kind of being Captain America. He's kind of still getting, like, pushed around a whole lot. And he's still not being loved as a Captain America figure. So then it's weird to kind of go back into this book and kind of see that, Captain America's kind of being praised here after, even though, like, you would think that Captain America just get, like, beat up by, like, a lot of people for having it happen in Secret Empire. He instead being, like, cherished. So that was interesting to me in many ways that they decided to go ahead and do it like that. It didn't make it bad. It just made it kind of interesting to me that they made that such a distinct choice of doing that. I don't know how I feel about it overall, but it probably was for the best. But anyways, I pretty much about on Captain America issue 695. Let me know comments below what you guys thought about the issue of Captain America. And I will catch you guys later. Peace out.